Sarasota has a very active nightlife. And here we are at the Mandeville Beer Garden, our first stop tonight on our pub tour of Sarasota. This place was built about 2 years ago, kind of popular. It's a very European feel. I like being outdoors. Look at the festive European lighting. The beer and food is okay too. And this is the interior of the Mandeville Beer Garden. It's pretty popular here on a Friday night. Look at all these special brews. Now we're walking through. We're going to see what they got. Look at all those taps. And they have food here too. Look at that big pretzel. And these people look like they have some good hamburgers too. And here we are outside Madison City Grille. It's a popular bistro, very lively in downtown Sarasota. They have a lot of tables for food. I like the pizza. They have good pasta, and the salads aren't bad either too. Gee, Madison's happening tonight. This is where a lot of people meet their friends for happy hours. It's also a good place for single people to meet other singles. Fortunately, I'm off the street though. And romance is there here outside Sarasota. Look at these people holding hands, listening to the live music here. I kind of like this elevator type music. Gee, there's a lot of activity in downtown Sarasota. We're looking east on Main at the corner of Lemon. A lot of young people coming here to enjoy the evening here in downtown Sarasota on a Friday night. Very balmy. I'd say it's about 78, 80 degrees. There's a motorcycler. Now, across the street is the Gator Club. It's one of the oldest bars in Sarasota. It's an historic brick building. This is the front entrance of the Gator Club. It's a fun nightclub in downtown Sarasota. It's an historic building built in 1913. They also have a lot of great bands here, a lot of special drink menus, but not a lot of food. Now we're walking downstairs to get a better view of the bar here at the Gator Club. I like this 1913 architecture, very historic. Look at those people enjoying their drinks at the bar. Now this is the second story of the Gator Club. There's a private club up there with pool tables and a bar and lounges for private parties, and also overflow crowds when this place happens. It's a little bit early, it's going to be crowded soon. At one time there was a rumor that above here there was a bordello. This was years and years ago though. At the Gator Club, look at those pool tables. And also look at those lounge chairs and sofas. A new bar and restaurant. It's called the Boca Kitchen Bar and Market. I understand it's kind of classy and I'm wearing shorts and flip-flops, but look at all these people enjoying their outdoor dining. Let's do a quick check at the Boca to see what's going down. Wow, this place is really kind of hip and interesting. I see a lot of young people here. Let's walk around a little bit more. Oh, it looks like fun meals too. Not everyone is 100 in Sarasota. Look at all these people here at the Boca. Now this is kind of cool. Look at this rotating light promoting the State Street Bar. It has kind of an elegant look to it on the entrance here of the State Street Bar. Now the State Street Bar has an interesting vibe to it. A little bit more elegant. I like the retro look of the individual bottles. You don't see a lot of beers on tap. I'm sure they have some though too. Oh, look at that wine cooler. And this is a State Street Eating House and Cocktails. I'm not a huge fan of their menu, and I think their drinks are overpriced. But if you need to go to a place on State Street, I'd avoid it. And now we're walking past Barnacle Bill's Seafood. Not a bad place for seafood, but I'd probably check out Starfish Company or Captain Bryant's. This is a bar called Evie's Tavern, but they also have a lot of good food here too. One of the things I think that's kind of neat at Evie's is they have a bowling alley, a small 2-lane bowling alley. How fun is this? You take your family bowling while you can eat at Evie's Bar and Tavern. I like the chicken wings and the burgers here. My wife likes the salads though. And now we're in the main bar area of Evie's. This is the place for comfort food. But also too, if you like sports, Evie's has tons of TV stations you can watch all the big games at. This is at Yumi Sushi. Look at that beautiful aquarium. Yumi has good sushi and a fun bar. Now we're in Yumi Sushi. I like the mood lighting of the sushi place. Look at that big boat. Nice ambiance tonight. Very retro. I like the mood lighting here at the sushi bar. And this is a fun streetscape as we walk through downtown on our way to our next stop. Now I like the hamburgers here at Patrick's. This is also kind of like a fun bar area, but they also have a lot of food on the menu too. Patrick's moved here a few years back, but is definitely a Sarasota institution. Now you're outside Duval's. It's a nice restaurant, but they also have a bar too. Kind of popular. I like the food at Duval's. If you look at some of the specials on the menu, a lot of times they have things like mussels, they have New York strip, and they also have pork. Live music in the streets of Sarasota. One of the best things about walking around Sarasota is the balmy temperatures here in the fall. Tonight we're walking to another stop on our cafe stop. It's at the Classico. This used to be a bookstore. Come to Sarasota, see and be seen. To Senoritas. It's a Mexican restaurant here on Main Street in Sarasota. Food's not bad, but also too it's a good place for margaritas. You can feel the vibe of the harmonica here in downtown Sarasota. And here's one more bar, and our stop behind Cafe Epic here on Palm Avenue. Look at all the drinks. To sell up a restaurant, I like the Van Gogh look at the artwork here. And here we are at Smoking Joe's. It's a cool bar in downtown Sarasota, home for natives, locals, and tourists. The place has kind of a rugged, gruff feel to it. Maybe that's why they call it Smoking Joe's. Be careful though. When you're a tourist here in Sarasota, you think everything's paradise with the palm trees and the beautiful water. A few years back, 2 English tourists left Longboat Key, were dropped off at Smoking Joe's. They decided to walk for breakfast, ended up in a bad Sarasota neighborhood, and never came back to Longboat Key, and never went back to England. And this is an Italian place called Cafe Amici. Now we're walking past Patrick's. It's primarily a restaurant, but they also have good drinks too. Some people consider Patrick's to having the best burger in Sarasota. There's outdoor dining, and also there's a traditional bar on the inside. Hope you enjoy visiting Patrick's when you come to Sarasota sometime. On Lemon. Sometimes they change names a lot at this restaurant. It looks like they're drawing a good crowd tonight at a place called Salute. Hey, it looks like they have an early bird prefix 3-course dinner, $21.95. Looks pretty good. Can't beat the mellow atmosphere and the music tonight. Now we're looking at Madison's. It's a fun outdoor dining establishment on the corner of Lemon and Main. Looks like the band is starting to get grooving too. Let's see what's going down here at Madison's. Look at those retro tiki torches. There's live music too at Madison. In addition to live music, there's a decent food menu. Try the pizzas, the salads, the sandwiches. The appetizers are good too. There's also happy hour prices most nights. The Mandeville Beer Garden. It's kind of hip in the afternoon, getting all these different types of beers. Live music, very mellow.
Hope you enjoyed our Sarasota bar review.